just a second. Let's see. Get that screen right there going. All right, now we're live. Hey, 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 what's going on, folks? Holy cow. What an interesting day, or actually 3 or 4 days. What is going on, folks? Chasing the Truth here. Shawn G at the helm over on the Paranormal Radio app and also over on Facebook and Twitter. So, how's it going? Let's see. Oh my, what's going on? Let's see. Uh-oh, looks like Sue's got some flooding. We'll say a quick prayer here in just a minute to get that at least covered. There's casual conversations with GNA. Christina Bell. Hey, what's going on? Emma, glad to see you. Jean Paul, salute, brother. And let's see, we've got Sandra and oh wow, Edward. Please like and share this out. How's everybody doing other than breathing? Got your adult beverage or coffee or whatever? Roseworthy, what's going on? Boy, this has been a hell of a week, I tell you. Happy hour. Good to see you, brother. Hadn't seen you in a hot minute. Where are you in the world today? What state of affairs are you are you coming into? Donnie Cho, what's going on? All right. So let's go ahead and get the prayer out of the way. Hey, Junior, Gene, please share this out to all your socials out there. Get this stuff situated. Let's say a quick prayer, and then we'll definitely cover Sue's flooding stuff down there too with the prayer. Humbly ask our Lord Jesus Christ and our Heavenly Mother Mary that if it be in accordance with your holy will, that all curses, evil, demonic involvement, and or attacks being sent against us be blocked and sent back from whence it came. Please, dear God, look after all the folks in Australia that is undergoing flooding. Bless them and heal them and help them out. Send your angels of mercy and protection to those folks. Please protect those and heal those and help those with pain, suffering, body and mind and spirit. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. All right. Now we're officially ready. Folks, if you want to, anything goes, open lines, but I just don't want to talk about anything that has to do with war or politics. Yeah, war or politics. I'm not a thing. Sue, you're welcome. You're welcome. We'll cover that prayer one more time after the end of this. All right, so the last week, if you've been, I haven't done my daily thing over on YouTube where I go over my community page. Can we talk about ice cream? Yeah, if you want to talk about ice cream, Donnie, you certainly can talk about ice cream, sir. Not exactly sure if it has to do with anything that has to do with coconut. Did you look up what happened in Philadelphia in 1985? I did not, Tina. I apologize. I said I would, but I totally forgot about that. I will have to do that here in a little bit. Paper Chaser, what's going on? So, blueberry ice cream. My favorite, actually. Blueberry milkshake, strawberry. I'm not a coconut fan whatsoever. I like the taste, but I do not like the texture. Super 6-3, what's going on? Let's see, what else? I'm not a big nut fan with ice cream. I don't know. The texture just throws me off. But there you go. I know a lot of people like pistachio and walnut and all that other stuff. Nah, not me. Not me. So, what are we doing today? Well, I don't know. We'll see. Let me get the banner straight up. I just dropped. If you're over on the other platforms, YouTube, outside YouTube, Paranormal Radio app, and over on Twitter and Facebook, I just dropped a link in, well, you probably can see the link over on Facebook. Just grab that. If not, go to YouTube, Chasing Through Shawn G, and grab that, and you come on in if you like. Join me up, or you can call 931-994-6917, and we'll try to figure this whole mess out that's going on, that we like to call. So anyway, I have been, today written quite a bit about my near-death experience, specific to the void. The last couple of days, I've been writing about the void, and I remembered quite a bit about the void. What happened in the void with me? So, Eddie, what's going on, brother? Chris Jarvis, there you go. Hadn't seen you in a while. Coconut Bay water. You don't like coconut? I said I don't like the texture. I like the taste. So coconut water is okay. V8 are my favorite soft drinks. Coconut water. Okay, cool. I feel sorry for any friends addicted to Coke or Pepsi. Sorry about that. Oh, Cisco, what is going on, Cisco? Appreciate you dropping in. If anybody wants to join a good podcast, go over to Journey Through the Gate Paranormal Portal podcast. I think she does a Sunday and Monday and does wild hair broadcasts throughout the week whenever she feels the need. But fantastic Cisco over there, definitely. I do drop your links in there if you have a channel or whatever. I'd love to spread the love a little bit there. Anyway, I'm drinking coffee. My water is filtered through coffee beans, is all I can tell you. Oh, I'm doing all right. Can't complain. I have been bugged, literally bugged to death, about a vision that I had. Actually, dreams have been bugging me lately. If you have been following me for the last several years, when I talked about my near-death experience, I argued with God to come back with to help 8 people, and I think I know all. Well, I know 7 of them for sure. The 8th one has been bugging the living snot out of me, and had been sketching the dream I had of this person. The first few days, I had no clue if it was a him, her, we, they, whatever. No clue. Then had a few people. A couple of them are actually, 2 of them are actually the 2 of the 8 that's in that 8 people that I argued to come back with God, or argued God to come back with. And then I had Danielle Borzan look at the thing, and she did a reading on it. I actually done about 2 readings on that dream. I provided about 2 sketches for her. And anyway, if you want to see the last sketch that's I did on this person, it's over on my Chasing the Truth Discord server. So, I don't know if I may share it here in a little bit. I actually got the drawing tablet here, but have no clue who the hell it is. So, May Reed, what's going on? Appreciate you popping in. 931-994-6917 if you want to call in. If you don't, that's fine. I can sit here and ramble on for a little bit about just about anything. So, now, be kind. Hello. Hobbs, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Always good to see you there, Hobbs. Bacon. Oh my God, bacon. Oh, I'm sporting a new wrist thing. This is actually Tibetan prayer beads that has been blessed. And that was given to me by Danielle Borzan. And that sucker has changed my dreams. I can honestly tell you. Ever since I've had this in my possession, my dreams have been changed quite a bit. Now, that being said, I don't know. You can do whatever, you can come up with whatever. Oh, crap. I love electronics. Sometimes they bug the living crap out of me, but I love electronics. So, actually, today, I did see a new apparition, I guess you would call it today, in my house within about 3 minutes of each sighting. One was in my hallway, one was in my living room. Uh-oh, what's Danielle sending me? Give me just a second. Just a second. I need to send Danielle a link so she can come in here. If you'd like. If not, that's all right. Let me get that one and provide that. Oh, heck, why not? She might want to come in here in a little bit anyway. I'll just give her the Discord right there. See if she wants to come in. She's been a little ill last couple of days. She's actually in well, give some prayers up for Danielle. She's been a little sick, and also Tina's been a little sick. But yeah, she's going to join in. So who knows? She may be in chat. John, what's going on, brother? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So, just talking about ghosts and eat and listen. All right, that's cool. Just talking about ghosts in my house. Near-death experience stuff that I have been writing about and now sketching. Actually got me a nice little sketch book. Ah, hell, why not? I'll share it out. Why not? Well, that's one way of doing that. I think I broke something, but that's all right. What the hell? Anyway. So the last 3-4 days, I have been bugged and plagued by a. Y'all ready for this, or do you want to see this or not? If not, I won't show it. Marshall Gates, what's going on? What's going on? I appreciate you. You guys want to see this sketch or not? Now, what happened? Oh shit, I don't even have the. No, that's in the dining room. Hello. Glad to see you, Danielle. Hope you're feeling a little bit better from up yonder in Canada. Let's see. Yeah, I'm ready to see it. Okay. Well, I could show it on the. Oh shit. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can put it up on the screen so it's not me sitting there. Why not? At least it'll look a little authentic if I'm sitting there trying to do it. But anyway, I had to dream of all 8 of the souls around 2 portals, which I showed Danielle both the sketches. The first one that was bugging the living crap out of me. The person I drew sketched last night, I did not see. It was grayed out in my dream. Hey, Blues, what's going on, brother? And I kept seeing it for like two dreams in a row about the same dream. Nothing other than, okay, I know everybody else in this joint except for you. So anyway, talked to Danielle and I talked to Julie, my friend, and then a couple other people. And I showed them this drawing after. Actually, it was yesterday, and I had just finished. I had just started writing. I spent all day writing about the void that I was in and what went on in the void with me. And then all of a sudden, boom, this face pops up in my mind. And I just sat there and said, well, okay, let's go ahead and draw it. So anyway, here you go. Know who this is? Let me know because I have no freaking clue who it is. Actually, Tina said she's seen it 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whenever. And I said, no, I believe that was the one from 1989 that I showed you. So anyway, here is the sketch. Yeah, there you go. I did that one yesterday. So Danielle's already seen this one. I guess everybody else hasn't seen it. It has not been on my Discord server. But you never know what I'll pop in over there, Chris. So does anybody know this face? You let me know because this has actually this I can't. I've actually got to probably redraw this person again. But there you go. Actually, I have not sketched anything except for maybe some little doodlings here and there over the last 15 years. Last time I really did anything was probably 1989. So do the math on that one, buddy. So here's the face again. There you go. Yeah, there you go. I'm more surprised at Shawn's drawing skills. So, okay, well that's cool. But how's it look? If anybody knows this person, I'll give them my number. How's that? So anyway, there you go. That was into that. So all right, bigger beats taste. Okay. Last thing you drew was a dirty cartoon making fun of him during a blind date. Okay, well that's cool. Nah, I'm not gifted. I just know how. I just know how to sketch. I guess I actually proved I can sketch. I guess so. That's about it. So anyway, I saw the same apparition probably at 7:30, 7:30 a day, within a few minutes of each other. Same one. Some a new apparition just popped in my house. I don't know who the hell it was. Talked to Danielle about it and said, I don't know who that was. And she said, well, tell it to go to the light. And I said, I don't know if it's that. I think this is actually a real person remote viewing me, is what I'm getting a feel off of it. And then it leans credit to, oh boy, you may be going crazy. So, have you looked at any missing people around your area? John asked. The closest one I've been doing, John, well, not doing, closest one that I did for a friend, Greg, over in Allegheny County, Virginia. I actually talked to Greg earlier for the folks that are interested. Said he's been looking around but hasn't found anything yet. Let me post that picture real quick. What to do with it? What to do with it? I know where it is. Named Donnie, and I'll get his poster up here for. Yeah, here it is. Cool. All right. So this is the one that we have been doing. I had a couple, including my friend Danielle Borzan in there. Stop sharing screen, and I was going to share this picture out for Donnie one more time. There you go. Donnie Kelly. And he has been missing for, I guess we're on week 7 now, since March 31st of 2022. I think they found the red Kia Sporters that's listed in this directory or this little flyer or whatever. If you've got any knowledge of this person, where he may be, call the Allegheny Sheriff's Office at 540-965-1770 and just looking to see if we can find him. Hopefully we can find him alive. I don't know. From what I understand, that may be not an option, but we'll see. All right, recognize you from Tony's website now. Okay, cool. All right, anybody in here had any experiences with ghosts, paranormal, supernatural? Well, let's share my. Since I've been talking about my freaking house, let's go ahead and share. Stop sharing screen. Okay, window. Get this one up here, and we'll just share my house cameras out. How's that? There you go. Hey, the sun just set. Looks like that's cool. As you can see, plain as day, that's my basement's got a little wet in it. That's crazy. What is going on with that? Oh, it's been raining. That's what's going on. All right, folks. So this is my house. in my house cameras. Some of them, not all of them. I got a few more besides that pointing. Woohoo! What's going on? I mean, compare that picture to a missing person, John. Okay. I don't know if that's a missing person or not. Don't know. I believe it's a living person, but there you go. Very sad to go missing. The heartache this causes phenomenon. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is, there, Hobbs. Marquetta, what's going on? Hey, you need to call in and tell us some more about your ghost stories. Ghost spirits are my friends. What most people are scared of are actually my friends, according to Danielle Diva. There you go. And let's see, anything else? There we go. So if you oh, see anything in my house, you let me know. I'm gonna leave it up there for a few more minutes. And Danielle says we will find Donnie. I believe we will find Donnie. I actually talked. Did I tell you, Danielle, that I talked to Greg earlier in text message? His ankle's still sore where he kind of creeled it, twisted it a few days ago looking for Donnie. But he says he's doing a little bit better. All right. Sorry about that. I don't know what the heck happened there. All of a sudden, I was way. I was like two or three screens went backwards, two or three screens. I don't know what the heck was going on with that one. Yep. Marquetta, please call in. I'd love to hear some more stories that you've got going on. So, Wayne, hey, what's going on, Wayne? I'm doing all right. Can't complain. Donnie started a panic. I don't know. What does a panic attack, Donnie style, look like, Donnie? Or does it have to? What's your game you're playing today? That's what I'm trying to. What video game you playing, buddy? Oh, well, spirits are playing a joke on me. Possibly. I don't know. You never know. Stimulate what's going on. But there's some stuff coming down the line. I have been looking to get my YouTube monetized, and we're working on that in the background. Dark Waters and myself. I've been on a couple phone calls with him and trying to get Google to figure out what the heck's going on with it. If not, you never know. I may wind up opening another channel and then starting from scratch over there. But we'll see. We'll see. Get all this stuff going on. I'm working on getting on a couple more radio providers, platform providers. That's a better skill set, or a better, not skill set. What the heck am I thinking? My brain's kind of way out there, mushy. That's a better term. Platforms. Trying to get on a couple more platforms, which I am over on the Fringe.fm on Saturday nights. So, all right, we've got a phone call. We'll see who's calling in. Okay, unscreened caller live on the air.
John, can you hear me okay? This is Chief. I'm actually driving right now. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Who's this? I'm sorry.
Chica, Chica.
Oh,
that's
hey, Chica.
My nickname. Yeah. I just wanted to call, make it real quick. Nothing ghost related. But the outcome of when I emailed you last Friday about the gray cat in the shelter.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Danielle had said it was a 50-50 chance, which honestly, I kind of had that feeling anyway. So the whole thing about this, it was interesting because it was an 85-mile drive one way. to look at this cat, or to
No.
see the cat. So basically, um, my brother's cat that he has now, that gray, the female gray with white on her chest and her little feet, she had a brother cat that was killed by dogs. So ever since then, my brother has been wanting to find another little male cat to keep her company. So he's not internet savvy. He's kind of old school and all. So anyways, I was searching on the internet, and then that little kitty, the male kitty, which was about 7 months old, I saw him, and it kind of tripped me out because, he was also gray with the white on the chest and the paws, and just by the look of him and the picture,
Mm-hmm.
it reminded me of the female cat, and I thought, wow, that could be your little son, and I just had really good vibes, and the cat just seemed real confident and everything, even though all I did was look at the picture, and my brother got the same vibe. So at first he was like, "You really want to drive out there?" And I'm like, "Well, why not?" And he goes, "Well, I don't know if I'll get it." And I thought, "What the heck? Let's go." So, anyways, we went there, and the cat, just as we expected, this cat in the shelter, the male cat, was awesome. It was incredible, very sweet and everything, beautiful little healthy kitty. And guess what? The people that was one appointment before our appointment, because you had to make an appointment, had first dibs on it, and they were in love with the cat. So they got the cat, and my brother didn't. But when it boils down to it, there's just kind of issues going on in my family. So basically, this drive was meant to happen, and I feel like that's how animals kind of bring us together. So basically, the whole goal wasn't to get the cat. I think when I think about what happened, the whole goal was to get me and my brother together alone in the car, away from everybody else. And we actually had a good conversation, and we kind of reconnected better.
Oh, good.
So so when I see the whole thing, I think that's what the purpose of all this was. But sometimes it comes in different ways. I concluded that, here I'm thinking, I'm going to drive 85 miles one way, and I don't even know if we'll get the cat. But in my head, it didn't matter, and I kept being pushed to do it. And at one point, I thought, should I even do this? But for whatever reason, I was pushed.
Mm-hmm.
And now, because of the outcome of the conversation and the connection that we kind of rekindled, now I understand why it had to happen. So I just wanted to share that with you and the audience because,
Well, that's great.
and I don't consider that like paranormal and all that, but it goes beyond what we're taught. I mean, some things that we know we're not taught, and I do believe that this driving one way, even though it seemed irrational,
Right.
it wasn't. It was meant to be, and it was a good trip. So I just wanted to share that. And since I had, you read it on air, my email about the cat, and wondering if there's even, a high chance we can get it, kind of thing.
Right.
Danielle had responded.
Wow. Well,
So
at least you got to connect with your brother, so that's a great thing.
yeah. So it's not a ghost story, but something. It's a positive little story, and I just wanted to share it. So I thought that was, yeah, it would have been nice to have the cat, but it wasn't meant to be. It is what it is. But something really good came out of this whole drive. It was a beautiful, awesome.
Well, I would
And
think that sooner or later, if you're really looking for a cat, I'm sure you probably find one that will suit your needs, if not better.
oh yeah, yeah. This particular trip was supposed to happen for other reasons other than getting a cat. It's just the whole thing really didn't seem, rational to most people. But in my life, kind of that's how I've done things. I'll do things that really aren't rational, but then it turns out the reason why they had to be done or I had to follow through was for other reasons that were, had a good outcome. So when I get pushed to do something, as long as it's supposed to be a good thing, I'll do it. That's just how I am.
Oh
But
yeah.
I just wanted to share it. It's a nice little story. So That's it. And I hope Danielle feels better. And anybody else who's not feeling good, I hope you feel better. Anybody going through, any personal issues, family issues, or weather, bad weather, I just say my prayers and think positive thoughts. And once again, Shawn, I'm telling you, your show, it. I think you probably know how much it helps people, but I think it helps a lot more than you'll ever know. Because I think what it's done is connecting so many of us throughout different parts of the world. So, and look what happened. If it wasn't, honestly, if it wasn't for watching the show, I don't know if I would have even seen the cat or really paid attention to it. So sometimes I think when we connect with other individuals, even if it's via internet, you may or may not see their face, but hear the voice or see the comments in the chat. I'm telling you, it helps a lot. So I just had to tell you that, and I appreciate you putting yourself out there in front of the whole universe. And you're awesome.
Well, so, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot, Chica. Just comments like that make me want to, continue doing this radio show or podcast, or however you want to refer to whatever I'm doing now. But yeah, I appreciate it. But I'm glad you got reconnected with your brother. That is a blessing in itself. So,
yeah, this is actually critical. So, yeah, I feel it's a good thing. So, you take care, and I'm gonna keep watching your show. And I'm safe when I'm driving. I'm okay. I'm kind of in not a busy area, and then I keep my phone on my lap for the most part, so I'm good. But I will let you go. Take care, everybody.
Well, be careful out there. God bless. Well, there we go. That was Chica, and she did not win out on the cat lotto, but she did win out on her brother, and her got to reconnect a little bit there off of a 85 mile one way trip, so 170 some miles, give or take. But yeah, there you go. You never know what a trip could be disguised just like that. You need to reconnect with your brother or whoever. Take a long trip with them. hopefully you're not at each other's throats. But it sounds like Chica and her brother got together pretty good. Admiathoria, oh my God! If you haven't been over on my Discord server, Admiathoria has been sharing some little bit kitten pictures. She calls the kitten BC, baby cat, and this cat was dropped off at her back step in a preemie, severely preemie state of age. The little ears wasn't even unfolded. I don't even know is the ear still not fully developed yet, but holy cow. So she grabbed the little kitten and started taking care of it, and wound up figuring out how to do emergency kitten formula. And then a few weeks later, here's the little cat bluff charging, I think, if I remember correctly, on her desk at work. But yeah, that cat lucked up greatly with Admiathoria. That is just something amazing. Too bad I'm allergic to cats, but hey, that is what it is. But holy cow. Yeah, say some prayers for Sue out there in Australia. There's some flooding going on out there, and a lot of people is in desperate need of some prayers and aid and whatever positive thoughts, whatever you want to put out there for them. You never know. One prayer can move mountains. So, a bunch of prayers, who knows? Nickel, you're not late. You're just right on time. Flat Rock, brother, what's going on with you? Did you ever get in touch with Connor? Did he ever come out to your place out there? And what did you guys find? So, Flat Rock, oh my God. If you haven't heard some of his stuff, go over Did I put a wrench on you, Flat Rock? I'm pretty sure I did. Drop your link to your show, or not show, your YouTube channel. I think I put a wrench on you. If I haven't, I will try to catch you here in a minute and pop a wrench on you. Yeah, I did. Okay, there we go. Oh wow. But yeah, Tina, Admin Authority researched emergency baby formula or cat formula or whatever. I forgot what the exact term was, but it was emergency whatever that she can throw together and start feeding this little tyke. I don't know. How often are you still feeding the little thing? I would say it's not as close as it was. Yeah, he came here. The trailer's coming out Saturday. Oh, that's cool, brother. I am definitely going to drop you a link to that trailer or whatever. If it's not out there to get to the trailer, drop you a link to your show there, Flat Rock, your channel. Definitely follow that fella right there. He's got some interesting stuff going on in his backyard, off his back porch, buddy. That's all I can tell you. But if you like anything cryptid, he's got some boogers out there. That's what we call Bigfoot around here in these parts in Southwest Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, you name it. That's what we call them, boogers. But oh man, Sugar Britches, nice to see you. I always love that screen name, Sugar Britches. Wow, Big Cole, brother, what's going on with you, man? How's things ticking along for you there, Big Cole? Willie Boogers, AJK says, yeah. AJ, let me do something for you, brother. Let me give you a wrench. I'm gonna if you don't want the wrench, just say, hey, I don't want the wrench, but add you as a wrencher. Give you a wrench. So now you're officially wrenching. Bruce, what's going on, brother? I ain't seen you in about a week, give or take. Other than having a little bit of allergy attack from I had my yard mowed yesterday and it stirred up some crap. Other than that, I'm all right. Can't complain. Got a bunch of stuff going on. Getting that book out. I think I'm on day 80. Oh, heck, I don't even remember. I'm in the high 80s now. 80s, probably 89. Day 89 now, for sure. Supernatural Spectrum, putting out the trailer. Well, if you got a link to Supernatural Spectrum, go right ahead and pop that in there. Wouldn't mind that at all. That would give me a chance to go in there and check it out. Definitely, definitely, definitely. What's up, Gene? How you doing, brother? So you were saying more wrenches, less trolling. Well, yeah, that's true. I have a no tolerance policy. If it smells like a troll, looks like a troll, just go ahead and get rid of the troll. But every once in a while, if they call in, that's all right. We can play with them. So that's the best smell. Yes, it is. It's the weird thing is, the crabgrass, the wild onion smell. I haven't smelled that much this year. Last year it was this hot and heavy, but I don't know if that's a. I don't know what the trend is with that one, but holy cow! The guy that mows my yard, he had four other people on his team yesterday, and I've got a pretty good sized yard. Usually it takes him about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to mow my yard, and he's got one of those big old freaking do 55 miles an hour down your yard in one strip. And he was done in less, it was between 10 and 15 minutes. And he, sitting on my back porch and covered back porch, and he couldn't see me. And I heard him knocking on my front door. I said, "You can't be done yet, man. You just went around my backyard and watched you." I said, "Yeah, we're done." He, oh my God, holy cow! I don't know what in the world he put in on that lawnmower, but 4 people beside him weed eating stuff. They could have weed eated the whole freaking thing by the time he would mowed the last time he was here. So holy hell! But there you go. Yeah, definitely. Hold on just a second. I've got. If you want to join in, I'm on Discord. I got my Discord link here. There you go. Join in on my Discord for a couple. I may not post a lot of. I'll post my daily thing over on my community tab on YouTube, Chasing the Truth, Shawn Jink YouTube. But I may post some of the sketches and stuff over on my Discord server. I think that, yeah, why not? That sounds like a pretty good idea. But I plan on doing that. Thank you to Julie for giving me an idea about doing the sketching, because there's a lot of stuff that I simply just can't put into words. And she said, "Hey, try to sketch out." I was like, "All right, why not?" So, there you go. Been everywhere trying to find baby formula for my daughter. It's crazy. I heard that there was a severe shortage of that stuff. I'm not exactly sure what the issue is with it. If it is a pick up and drop off deliver issue, or if there is something. Little dog, big heart. What's going on, buddy? But I don't know if there's something in the process that is having that deal with the shortage or whatever. I have no clue. But hope everybody can get their baby formula or whatever. It is a crazy shortage, that's for sure. Who the hell's texting me right now? Oh, okay. There you go. The shelves are bare, Shawn. Well, Trina, well, I can honestly tell you, I don't look for formula a lot, but but from what I understand, there's there's some formula shortages, and hopefully they'll get that figured out. But that is politicking, and I'm not into a politicking mood right yet. Oh, I don't know who's doing that. Cool. Let's see. Marquetta seems to be the head mod. Marquetta is definitely the mod across all channels that is in the Dark Waters family. She is the mod that's able to. She's the $6 million mod. How's that? Absolutely. Did you have drawing sketching skills before your NDE, or did that develop after? Well, I had drawing. Heck, why not? Let me pop one up. I will show you something from 1989. I sketched. There is a. Have I told that? Yeah, I believe I told the dream, but there was a dream that I kept having. That was ever so often. Let me find it and I'll pop it up here. Why the hell not? Why not just share it out? Not my opening preview. Right, cheers the preview. And then we'll do this. Now, this is from March 1st of 1989. Believe it or not, this is from 1989. So you tell me if I was able to sketch back then, and we'll go from there. Share. And this was from a dream too, by the way. So that I dream. Not exactly sure. I don't think I ever. Anyway, that was a dream that I had. Then it's repeated. I don't know, probably hundreds of times over my lifetime. But I hadn't dreamt that particular dream after my near-death experience. So that being said, I wrote about that today. The actual dream, but that's from 1989 there. So there's your answer. Now there you can see the 1989 thing, and it is definitely yellowed over the last, how many years ago? 30 some years ago, something like that. Came from a very elderly lady. Okay, so and then let's see. I actually had that. What to do? Let me cue the other one up. This is the one I did last night. Pull this one back up. I got too many things going on in here. Hide. And then stop sharing and then share this one. This is one I just showed in my sketchbook. Share. This one has been, this face bugged me yesterday to the point I just had to sketch it. So there you go. Scott says, damn it, now I got to look her up. Well, you can go look her up from 1980. And my buddy Julie said that. Well, at least it's got the 89 poofy hair. And I was like, oh, yeah, probably. But there you go. Dark hair, blue eyes on a woman, my weakness. Well, I don't know about the blue. Well, there wasn't no blue eyes on that one. That was a pencil sketch. So, Central Vermont Porcupine Research Organization. Hey, what's going on? Porcupines. I know a lady that takes care of porcupines. So, there you go. And actually, the that drawing, that 1989 drawing, that was probably the last time I actually sketched anything at all. After I did that drawing, it was like the I had this. What happened in my teenage years while I was doing all this sketching and painting and sculpting and stuff? I had this itch that just I couldn't get rid of until I started sketching. I honestly could get rid of it. And then after that 1989 period, after that last one I just showed you, it left me. I focused on going to college. What I should have done was get get my ass in art school or something like that, but I never did. Weaknesses is tattoos and glasses. Okay, there, Donnie. What kind of glasses? Are we talking horn rim glasses or the big Coke bottle things or whatever we're doing here? But yeah. The lady that I know that takes care of, hold on just a second. I'll look her up real quick. Noelle. She's called the creature teacher. I've actually had her on my show probably about 2-3 years ago, something like that. Actually, Donnie, I was looking to be a Disney artist there for a while. I would be I don't know if I can sketch Disney characters anymore, but I was able to sketch freehand Disney characters like it was going out of style back in the day. But yeah, Noelle, creature teacher. She had two, wasn't she had two porcupines, different species of porcupines, and one of them passed away, I think, here last year or so, something like that. And Tina said, one picture looks like my aunt. Which picture was that? Was it the first one from 89 or the one from a couple of nights ago? Or last night, actually. Let's see. Jeffrey just sent, somebody named Jeffrey just sent me any similarities to that? No. But it does look, Jeff, I have never seen that person in my life, but actually the Julie, my friend, popped up. She said, "I seen something similar to that picture, but that one, no, I hadn't seen that one, Jeffrey." So, Monica, what's going on? But I will be doing a lot of sketching. That seems to help the process. I think what's happened is that need for me to produce art back then has now been part of, I guess, the process of me writing this near-death experience, and that's a weird one. So Jeff, no, I that picture actually looks like somebody that I grew up with. Actually, what was her name? Gee whiz. I'll think of it here in a little bit, but she did that picture that you emailed me. I have no. Who is that, Jeff? If you don't mind me asking. She looks familiar, but I hadn't seen her in my dreams. But there you go. Let's see. Anything happening in chat? Marquetta is still doing the whole thing. Let's see. I always wished I could draw like that. Everyone around me could draw, and mine looked like crap. Well, I was halfway wondering if mine would look like crap because all I was, sketching was little cartoons and stick figures there for the longest time. And then I had that flash. Well, actually, had that flash with the 8 souls 2 or 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Started sketching on a loose leaf notebook piece of paper. Oh, that's Mother from 87, 89. Oh, okay. That's cool. Jeff, that's interesting. I was 89. I was 19 back then. Something like that. Yeah, I was 19 in 1989. Definitely. 1989. Oh my God. That's been a minute ago. But Rothian, what's going on? Yeah, Rothian remote. What did you do? You said that picture reminded you, or you kind of got a feeling that it was from. Hold on just a second. Let me look that up while I'm thinking about it. Let me pull this up on my Discord server and see. It's writing a kid book. No, I ain't writing no kid book. Right now, all I can write right now is what I wake up from dreams or what hits me to do it. Oh, let's see. We got AJK just popped into my chat there. Hey, brother. And then we got Paper Chaser just popped in. So let me share this out so you can see what's going on over there on my Discord server. Why not? My server, I can share what the hell I want. All right. So anyway, here is my Discord server. There are currently a few in there. Jose's in there. Rothian, Rothfair Moon, Misfit, GG, Captain Alfredus, Al Bundy. I like that name. Steve Stockton's in there, Knuckle, Marie, and a host of others. And then TC's in there. But if you want to be a part of that Discord server, there you go. Let me drop that link in there. And you never know what will happen over there. I may go, well, there's some voice chats over there that I pop in. It's been a while since I popped in there, but there you go. If you want to pop in there. And then we got somebody just popped in there and said hello. Where is it? Oh, Marquetta's in there. Hey, Marquetta. Howdy do. So if you want to be in there, the link's in my Chasing the Truth Shawn G live chat for the live stream over on YouTube. Get in there. Chris Jarvis just popped in there. Wow, we're getting a few people in there. If you want to jump in there, who knows? I used to, after I did my Saturday night shows, I'd jump in there and do some voice chats, but kind of died off. But I have been doing chat rooms longer than most people has been live. That's usually does the chatting now. So I know that this stuff. Welcome, Roth in there. There's the meter greeter right there. Roth Paramoon's in the chat right there. And I will adjust your settings and stuff for the new folks that just popped in there. But if you want to pop in there, go for it. It's open platform over there. Just be kind to each other. AJK, that's a call sign because I'm on him radio. Discord's also cool, brother. There for a while when I was in working for a living, actually doing adulting before I had to retire suddenly for whatever this leg thing does for you. A buddy of mine, I actually thought about becoming ham radio operators. The testing wasn't that bad, and I certainly could crash for a test. But there you go. All right, there you go. Ham radio users out there. Yeah, there's plenty of them out there. Absolutely. Last Lacaille said Vaught is taking it easy and getting rested up for his latest field investigation. Yeah, I think, what is it, that Paris, Tennessee Dogman Conference that he's going to be speaking at? I forgot what date that is. It's in a couple months over in Paris, Tennessee. But yeah, definitely check that out. And I will try to look that up and drop it over in my Discord server. I don't have it in front of me, but I will do that. Yes, Donnie Show, there's millions in the U.S. Absolutely. I know Art Bell was a radio guy for sure. Shortwave radio guy. I actually grew up. My father was a CB radio fella. Oh my God, I could still hear him in the middle of the night talking skip all night long. Well, it was between, he would start probably about sunset. So Scott's moving to Tennessee. Well, that's cool, brother. I hadn't been in Tennessee in a hot minute. 15th century. Yep, that's it. An old soul. Definitely an old soul. Well, I would assume so. Actually, what I wrote about today, the 8 souls that I argued for in my near-death experience, only at 1, 2 of them, I distinctly remember having lifetimes with. Art Bell was a ham radio operator, absolutely. You can probably find some of his old ham radio stuff that he did back in the day. I've heard some of his old radio shows on there on ham radio. So, but for today, I remembered only 2 of the 8 people argued for before God to come back in my near-death experience. Today, while I was writing, I remembered another one, and he's got the same name that he had back in 1808, actually. So, where is the pick of the 8 souls? I sketched it out, but I don't have the pick in front of me. It's actually on a piece of notebook paper. I will probably wind up doing that. I haven't shared that out. If I do share it out, it'll probably be over on my Discord server, the one I just had up. So if you want to be a part of that Discord server, just join in that. I will do updates daily. I have been doing updates daily for the last 88 days. I haven't done the 89th day today because I've literally been writing and sketching. Well, I didn't sketch today. Did I? No, I hadn't sketched today. I'll probably be sketching after the show, but I'll do an update today after I get off the show over on my community page. So there you go. Let's see who's been emailing me. That was okay. Jeff said that was 87 to 89. Okay, well, that's cool, brother. So why would got a question, Jeff? Why did you email me that picture of your mother from 89? That would be my next question, Jeff. Did that picture that I sketched back in 89 remind you of your mother or what? I don't know. I would like to, one, figure out why you sent me that, but beautiful lady. But did give me permission to share it, so I don't know. I can't share it. So unless he gives me permission, then I'll share it out, and then we'll see how that goes. It's interesting though. Tina says, I'm trying to stop soda. Oh my God, that's the hardest thing in the world to stop. 89, the number another summer. 89. Summer 89. That was a pretty good year. Pretty good year. I graduated high school in 89, actually. After that, the world kind of blew up. Holy cow. Computers just went nuts. In college, the Paranormal Radio Channel. Yeah, the Paranormal Talker at StreamLive.com. Go over there if you like what you hear over here, and if you like Dark Waters, go over there on the Paranormal Radio app and find out. Did you see the color of the hair skin in your recent sketch? Yes, I did. The eyes were dark blue. Actually, it reminded me there was a lady I dated probably about 15 years ago. Had similar eyes, so she had dark bluish green, but not, but had specks of gold in her eyes. But this one didn't have specks of gold. I don't know what it is about eyes. Eyes just, you know, that's if I lock in on your eyes and I'm looking at your eyes, it's not. Well, I guess I do have a problem with eyes, but there you go. Tina said she was 7 years old back in '89. I was smoking pop behind my mom's garage in '89. Pop. Oh, pop. Yeah, substitute P for a T. There you go. Tina Splash. I love lemonade. I like those little packets of. Hold on a second. I like these little packets right here. Throw in water. That's how I get some water. Smoking pop, huh? Oh yeah. The hair was dark brown, blonde, but generally just dark brown. 15 or 16, 89. Yep, that was a good year. High school was a fairly okay thing for me. After I got out, how the hell I did not wind up in the Navy, I don't know. God. Lost his virginity in '89. Oh, wow. Okay, there you go. I had the hots back in let's see, 90. Her name was Kim. Lord, I hadn't thought about that lady in forever. She was the first crush slash love back then. I have no clue where she's at. But anyway. No. Didn't look like anything like those pictures, though. Fruit flies ate it. AJK says, oh, well, you know how that goes. Right now, Vol is tired and needs some rest. Well, yeah, that is correct. Hey, buddy, how you doing, man? Did you get that doctor's visit out of the way that you was telling me about on the phone? Or what's going on with you? Ew, freaking cold coffee. Who the hell likes cold coffee? I just don't get it. No way, no how, man. Just can't get cold coffee. But there you go. Here's my water. Got a little orange something in there, substitute. Ooh, that's a little sweet versus my coffee. But yeah, there you go. Well, we're about an hour in. Got one call out of the way. Thanks to Chica for calling in, and that was an awesome call. Can't drink cold coffee, Nickel says. I cannot drink it. And I can drink it, but it's like a sin to me. I like iced flavored lattes and frappes. No, sir. You can have my share. I just can't do cold coffee anything. I tried. Can you do psychometry? Psychometry. I'm gonna have to look that up and see. I don't know. Let me see what psychometry means. Donnie probably knows what psychometry means. He's a walking encyclopedia. So if I can, if I can do it, I would probably have already known about it, but I just don't know what that means. Let's see. Psychometry. Oh, okay. Also known as token object reading. Oh, so yes, I can do that. That's the reason why I don't say, hey, send me. Actually, I got something from somebody that offhandedly said, okay, you can send it to me. Send them my personal email box. I had to burn that son of a gun to get it out of my house. I cannot. Yeah. Now, stuff like that, I just can't do. I like going into old antique stores and stuff, and sometimes I can go around in there and be all right. But if I touch some object that has something on it, oh my God, no. No way. www.darkwaters.com. Oh, you got two dots in there, buddy. Let me pop that in there. www.waters.com. Hey there. Hey, Wes, look at this, brother. Since you kind of like the paranormal, I forgot to tell you this. I have been having dreams, Wes, which, for the folks that are just popping in, I have been having dreams about my near death experience. In the last week or so, I have had dreams of the 8 souls that I argued before God to come back to help out. And last week was the first time I actually had a dream of all 8 of them being together. And there's only there's only been one person in chat that has actually seen that sketch, the 8. And I don't have the sketch with me, or I would probably publish it. But anyway, it's actually in my dining room. Yeah. Yeah, the loose leaf notebook that I sketched on. Actually, after I sketched that, I went ahead and bought me a art tablet, which I haven't had an art tablet in, I could, hell, 30 years. So Turkish coffee and Cuban coffee. Oh my God, Cuban coffee! I went to New York City, Christmas of 2008, something like that. The Cuban coffee from that, I used to carry around the Czech stuff from that place because that was the best frickin' coffee I had ever had in my life. I'm salivating right now thinking about that cup of coffee. Holy cow, Cuban coffee was freaking awesome. So yeah, there you go. Okay, Wes. So anyway, uh, to fill in the blanks for Wes and anybody else that just popped in, I've been writing my near-death experience for the last 89 days. No, Donnie, absolutely not. I've had the same argument with well, I had a similar argument with somebody, Laura. Laura Elizabeth, I actually argued with her. She apparently likes freaking iced coffee and crap like that. No way, no how. You all can have my portion for the rest of my life. Since you're ND, has your perspective of life death changed? Yes, absolutely, without a doubt, it has. My ND, uh, my ND just literally, it had changed me at my core. What I came back with, I guess mostly I'm still the same, Shawn, but a lot of me has changed since the near death experience. But my thoughts and views on life and death, um, death used to bother me quite a bit, even with people around me. Uh, I remember, missing people that I loved dearly before the near death experience. Actually, there was a good friend of mine that I worked with. and she passed away. And her death literally just took it out of me. She was a good, dear friend of mine. I cried about 2 days straight over her. And yeah, her husband, I hadn't talked to him in a while. I need to reach out to him. But her husband, and I were, he was a pharmacist while I was over a few sleep labs and stuff. And I worked with her uh, for good 10 years plus on night shift. Now, if I had the near death experience and went through that same scenario with her passing away, I would have took it a lot better because at that time I seriously my fear of death is absent. I do not have a fear of death whatsoever. Now, people that have passed away since I had my near death experience, like my brother, God rest his soul, September 2019, he passed away. And I knew he was going to a better place and he was getting out of the pain from his cancer that he had. Lord God, have mercy upon him. But it actually, that transition, he was son of a man. I got to write about that now. Who was it that sent? There was I was Ivy sent on my community page that I remembered writing stuff live on air. So I just remembered something I need to write about. Anyway, now that drove me nuts until I just remember. Thanks for asking that question, by the way. Um, yeah, I got to write about that. Can't write. I'll after I write, I'll make some sort of community tab. But there was in uh, the 8 souls that I argued with. One of them was my brother, actually. Don't fear death, but do fear aliens. Well, are you afraid the aliens will come back and revive you and probe you? But I did see aliens in my near-death experience, by the way. Actually, I sketched one last week. Actually, yeah, my brother. If he passed away before my near-death experience, I would be in such distraught. I'd probably still be in distraught right now. But actually, I argued to come back to. For whatever reason, I knew that he was going to pass away pretty soon after I came back in near death experience, and I didn't know he had cancer until about a year into after I got out of my 3 month stint in the rehab for my leg. But yeah, I came back for him. Came back for a few other people. I told my brother one, two, three, 4 of the 8. 4 of the 8, and know that I came back for them. So, and the weird thing is, you come back for what? You had this experience and you came back for me. You would think that one of the 4 would that I've told already would have said, "Holy cow, you're smoking something, Shawn." But nope, not yet. I may. There's one person I'm. There's. Oh, Silent Rain says you have some talent there. Well, thank you. Actually, I didn't know I could sketch there, Silent. So until actually, I knew I could sketch back when I was in high school. I won talent shows or art shows and stuff, but I was kind of out there wondering if I could sketch. again, but apparently I can. So there you go. That will give me another avenue to sketch out what I saw in the near-death experience. So there you go. So it's going to be not only a written book, a picture book too. So put that on your coffee table. Oh, gee whiz. So I will have. Okay, I got to do that one too. All right. Portals. Right, and sketch them. So there you go. You know what I could do? Oh, no, I wouldn't. No. I was about ready to say produce T-shirts with the sketches on it, and I was like, no, that ain't worth it. That wouldn't. That would be too much. Hawaii has good coffee, but oh my God, Hawaii's coffee beans. Oh my stars. A friend of mine, um, her daughter. This is back when Kona coffee stimulate absolutely. Uh, Tammy. And I don't know if she's ever heard my radio show or anything like that. But Tammy, she and I used to work night shift quite a bit together on respiratory therapy, and she brought in. I had never thought about eating coffee beans. Literally, I just hadn't thought about it. It never crossed my mind, and I thought that was the strangest thing to eat coffee beans. And she brought in. Actually, what she did. Her daughter moved to her daughter's husband moved was on base up in Hawaii somewhere. Sent her a ton of coffee beans, and then she dipped them in chocolate and brought them to work and said, "Hey, you want to have to try this out?" And I was like, "Oh, what's this rat turd supposed to be?" And she said, "That's a chocolate dipped Kona coffee bean." And I was like, "All right, well, I've never had that." So I that was one of the strangest, wildest, best tasting pieces of coffee. I guess if it's room temperature coffee, that was probably the only way I would eat or drink or whatever. But chocolate dipped Kona coffee beans, and then I started, when I bought Kona coffee after that, I'd sit there and just chew on the freaking coffee beans. Wildest caffeine buzz you'd ever get, just eating it straight. But there you go. Hey, Greg, I hope you're feeling better, buddy. Greg Connor in there in the chat. He's got the buddy that has been missing for long. I think like 7 weeks. Let me pop his thing back up here. And Danielle Borzan and a host of other psychics, including Rothian in there, has been trying to help find that fellow. Where is it? Nope, that's not it. Don't want it. Let me find that poster real quick. Where did I put it? I got too many freaking things up here. No. Oh, right here it is. I think. No, it's not in that one either. What to do with it? Just had it up. God's honest truth. I just had it up and now it's missing. What in blue blaze? Oh, here it is. I'm ready to say, what in the blue blazes of hell's going on with my computer? Now it's all gone. All right, so here is a missing person, been missing for about 7 weeks now, give or take. There you go. Donnie Kelly, and I've had a host of. Yeah, there you go. That's good to hear, buddy. Allegheny County Sheriff's Office, they're trying to locate this missing person, Donald Kelly. We've had a host of interesting psychics. Danielle Borzan and a few others have jumped in and tried to, kind of find this fellow wherever he may be. I think it's already a foregone conclusion that he may not be living right now. Hopefully, I'm not trying to put it out there that I wouldn't eat crow all damn day long if they could find this fellow alive. I would just say, hey, we missed it, and that's cool. Glad they found him alive, but we've been trying to find this fellow. I don't care. We didn't go into how or why, what was going on with the circumstances. We were just trying to locate where he physically is. So, but if you have any data, any notion, any kind of clue on this, if you got a little psychic tingle on that, send me an email at seang at imdarkwater.com, or heck, why not call the number 540-965-1770 if you know any kind of hard data on this fellow right here. That's what we were looking for, and hopefully sooner or later, which I believe we'll eventually find this fellow. But there you go. Donald Kelly talked to his significant other, Angela, and then I think his sister. Pretty sure, but there you go. But it's amazing what you can get to come together in this community, especially. It's amazing. Amazing. And some great talent, great gifted people try to jump in here and try to help. And who knows, we may find it. May find him. But there you go. Oh, we're still talking about coffee beans. Oh, you're welcome, Earl Greg. I appreciate you, brother. Anytime I can be of service to you in anything, you just let me know, man. You've been a good friend for a number of years. How many years we've been talking, man? We met via Dark Waters, and hell, how many hours have we spent on the phone together just bullshitting? Holy cow. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, coffee beans, chew them, eat them if they're good. Oh, crap, now I'm going to have to buy me some coffee beans. Now I'm thinking about it. So there you go. All right, so we're about 45 minutes away from the end of the show, and I only have one caller. I about flipped off somebody, but I don't know who was flipping off. But there you go. Crystal, what's going on? Good to see you. Oh yeah, I was going to tell Mr. Wes Vic. Let me pull that picture back up. Not that one. What did it do? Marijuana plant actually originated in Korea. A lot of people didn't know that. Well, there you go. We were talking about coffee beans, but marijuana got injected in there. So yeah, hey, I am of the person. If you like it and you want it, go grab it, but don't do it illegally. How's that? Don't do anything illegal. So let me pull up that. Where is it? Right there it is. All right. For West Vic, since I just got off on the tangent on coffee, how in the hell did I do that? I don't know. Maybe because I like coffee. Anyway, I've been having some visions lately. Oh, hell. For the last 80 some days, anyway. 89. Oh, my God. It'd be 90 tomorrow if it's 90 days right and straight. Mm-mm-mm. Can't believe it. But anyway, I had a vision of the 8 people that I argued for God with, and that's kind of repetitive, getting through whatever's going on in here in my brain. And one of the 8, I had no clue who it was, and there was shit. Now I know who that one is. I don't know who this is, but I'll share this. If you know who this is, I believe this person's alive. Legal in Virginia now, Greg says. Yeah, it is actually. Those vape shops and whatever is popping up all over my area. I'm sure it's popping up over there too. But this face jumped up at me and smacked me in the face yesterday so hard after I was riding for a few hours. And if you know people that I talk to personally, they'll probably say, Shawn, you need to shut up about this 8th person. Danielle's in there. She probably heard me say a few things about it. I'm more than a few things about the 8th person. But anyway, hit me in the face so hard that I had to sketch this person. So there's that person. Dark blue eyes, not a brilliant blue, but dark blue eyes and dark brown hair with blonde streaks in it. Oracles and Beyond. Hey, what's going on? Appreciate you popping by. But this particular sketch I did after I had a vision of there for a few days. All I saw was grayed out in dreams and visions of that eighth person. I was like, I don't know who the hell this person is. I went and talked to Julie, my friend, Danielle Borzan, and a few host of others, and it's like, you need to shut up. I was ready for him to say, you need to shut up about that person. And then all of a sudden, boom, there it is. So that's it right there. And that's for West Vic or whoever else was in there. But I actually did post that picture over on my Discord server. If you want to go over there and look at it or whatever you want to do, pop that Discord server in there so you can see it. If you want to be a part of the Chasing Truth family, there's it. A host of other channels are on my Discord, and they're free to link their other Discords and stuff in there. That's fine with me. Chris, what's going on, brother? Paranormal Highway. And you have a sense of where she might be. I have no clue. I didn't know it was a she or a he there for a couple of days. Although Danielle and Julie both said they did their thing and said both were female. And I was like, well, that's fine and dandy, but I can't see that this person's a female or a male whatsoever. Actually, when was it Danielle or Julie? I was talking to. I said, damn it, why can't it be another male? There's only two males in the whole bunch of the 8 anyway. So there you go. So and then there's how that discussion went. But you never know. And if the eighth person ever does pop up, actually, I had well, why not? Actually, I did some meditating about 3 days ago and praying over this eighth person, and my angel communicated with me, which that's gonna sound kind of weird, but yep, it did. Told me 3 times, 3 times. Stop looking for the. Stop looking. Stop looking. Stop looking. And this person will come to you and say, I am that eighth person. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. So I stopped looking. I never really thought it, I talked about it for a few days. And then late yesterday evening, right before sunset, smacked me in the face and said, oh, okay. Well, at least I got a face to sketch. Well, actually, I didn't have a choice. I was like, okay, I got to sketch it. But there you go. But I will definitely be sketching my near-death experience when I can't find the words to explain what I went through. And there's going to be some instances where I can't even freaking sketch it. How the hell are you going to sketch a ball of energy? I've got I don't know. I can, well, that might be later. I might be able to paint some of it versus sketch. But there you go. Paranormal Highway. That's why I'm doing no show tonight. I need time work. Oh, there you go. Don't know what that means, Eric, but I appreciate it. Yeah, if you want to go over to Eric's Paranormal Highway, he just renamed his show from Gypsy Highway, Gypsy Road. Silent, hey there, what's going on? But if you want to be a part of my Discord server, which, oh man, we got a bunch of people in there. Big Cole and the whole Chris Jarvis. Let's share out the Discord server. Got some fantastic people has joined in so far. So run in there if you want to be there. So Shawn, have you now got the whole 8? The 8th person, I have 8th person's still a mystery. I've got a face in my head, but have not come up with it yet in that sketch. The other 7 I know. The 2, there's 2 that I have not personally met. Well, 3 if you count that 8th person. 2 I have not definitely met yet. And the reason why I'm writing this book and the way I'm writing it is to one of them I probably will not be able to tell that 8th one or that the 2. I probably will not be able to tell that person that I came back for them. Pretty sure. But I'm writing this near death experience, which will be covered over books, not just one book. A lot of people's asking me, when are you going to publish that book? You've already been writing for 80 plus days and almost 90. And I'll say, well, hell, don't know. I foresee being able to, if I really get to the nitty gritty, I'll have enough to publish 3 books, and I'll peel off enough for 1 book and put it together. And then, subsequently, maybe publish a little bit here and there. There is 1 book that I will never publish. Never, ever. It's meant for some couple people, couple generations from now. 3 generations, actually. And I haven't kind of worked that out in my head other than I have faith that it will be. But there's a whole lot of stuff I've written that I don't know. It's only been 1 other person that I have shared that with, some of that writing, and then that person hasn't even read the whole thing yet. So, Crystal, hear anything about the Bigfoot Festival over the weekend? I was up there, but didn't go. It was very muddy. I figured it'd be pretty hard to push a wheelchair through. Are we talking to one in Norton, Virginia? Is that the one you're talking about, Crystal? I didn't know they had one. Hold on just a second. There was a Bigfoot festival. If there was Bigfoot festivals up until the pandemic thing hit the world. Let's see. Let me see. I don't know. Bigfoot Festival, Norton, Virginia. Bigfoot. It will be called the Wood Booger Festival. That's what I'm thinking about. There's a Wood Booger Grill up in Norton, Virginia, which I have not went to yet. I hear the food is freaking awesome, though. Wood Booger Festival. Let's see. 2021. There we go. Oh, 2022. And the official website says last one was 2020, so that probably wasn't the one you were talking about there. So, Be Kind just joined the server. I appreciate it there. But there was a Wood Bugger Festival for a few years when the Finding Bigfoot come through with that sighting over in Bristol, Virginia. And yeah, there's Be Kind. She just popped in there. There you go. Now you're here. Fantastic. And I will, for all the new folks that popped on the server over there, I'll join in here in a little bit after I do this show here and see what's going on with y'all. So there you go. I appreciate you joining the server. It takes spurts. Anybody that has ever done live chatting on servers over the years, it takes spurts where the server will be hot and heavy for a few weeks and then kind of peter out and then it'll come right back. So it may come right back again. I've had that server open for about 3 years now, give or take. But fantastic people over there. Very open-minded, very helpful. for sure. So. More people don't do cosplay in Bigfoot. Hey, Dark Waters, what's going on? Man, right there's the man with the plan right there. Dark Waters, king of horror narration. I am darkwaters.com. Go over there. Marquetta. Yeah, I've been trying to get Marquetta to call in tonight, but she has obviously refused to call in. But there you go. Anyway, let's jump over to, since reminds me, since Darkwater jumped in here, well, let's jump on my house cameras. Get this, show, hello, get the house cameras in here. Why is that offline? You gotta be kidding me. That one's offline? You son of a son, oh my God. Now half my fucking, excuse my language, half of my cameras are offline. Why? They were just online, man. Why are they all offline? Except for, well, that's interesting. Yeah, might as well share it out. Now, for the folks that just jumped in, have been with the show, I showed my cameras earlier, and they were all online. Now, half of them are offline. Don't know why. Couldn't tell you. But actually, the ones, well, there's 2, 3 others that are not listed there that are pointed outside. So don't ask me why the house cameras, the indoor cameras, are not there. But I did see a new apparition today in my house. I don't know if that is of any kind of consequence or whatever, but there you go. Well, looks like somebody's driving down my highway in front of my house right there. But anyway, sorry about that, folks. I couldn't, don't have half my cameras are offline. So, how's everything going down in New Orleans, or DW? 931-994-6917. Got about 30 more minutes, give or take, if you want to be a part of the show. Thanks to Chica for calling in earlier. I've been rambling. Oh, DW, I don't know if have you been watching my page or anything? I've been drawing some of my dreams and some of my NDE, but I drew something hot as hell in Dark Waters Land. You been catching any catfish lately? There you go. Gypsy, yeah. I just don't get that. I don't get that. Those, I just don't get why people pick a particular name that has been around forever and a day and start saying, well, that hurts my feelings. I just don't get it. No catfish. Okay. Is I don't know. I guess if you get to complaining, if you like to complain, you complain about anything. So there you go. People are crazy in Philly. Did you hear about someone going after a cop with a screwdriver? Man, I've heard. Were they taking that to bath salt stuff or whatever the main ingredient is? I don't know. I didn't know anything about bath salts there for a while, and when let's see, when was that? Probably late 2009, maybe 2010, whenever that came out. Oh no, mid 2010. So I don't know why my head went back to 2009. And I went to a department head meeting. Actually, I was stationed. My main office was out of Kingsport, Tennessee, and I had to be at a department head meeting in Virginia somewhere. And that was a big rage over the somebody had popped in that had took that bath salt crack. And they were talking about Walking Dead, and this dude was trying to eat people's faces off. Yeah, that was just crazy. And then all of a sudden, just hit the news. And it's all over the place. Bath salts were bad. And I was like, bath salts did that? You kidding me? And it turned out it wasn't exactly bath salts. So, Vernon Parish, Dark Waters near Toledo Bend. Yeah, that's cool. All right. So, if you want to be a part of the show, which I'm going to drop the invite link in the old StreamYard, if you want to be, if you got a computer or a smartphone or whatever, if you don't like calling in, use the StreamYard link here. All you have to do is have a microphone with your smartphone or computer or whatever you got. Jump in that way. You don't have to show your face. I'll break your camera. All right. Well, actually, I got a speedo camera. Oh, well, we got a phone call. I think. What is it? Why is it not popping up? Oh, here it is. Wasn't popping in over here. Let's get this one on the radio. Okay,
Hello.
folks, you are live on air. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, how you doing, Shawn?
Doing all right. What's your name?
Edward.
Hey, Ed. What's going
South
on,
of
man?
High Point. Yeah, my phone's kind of cutting out a little bit.
All right. What's
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just
Can
fine,
you hear
brother.
me?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just calling in to see how you've been doing.
I'm doing all right, brother. Just
Good.
writing like a fiend.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I just calling in. I was just looking up and seeing some stars tonight, and just got to wondering. So I'd call and talk to you.
Oh, that's cool, man. Hell, I'll probably run out on my back porch and watch the stars a little bit. I think
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think it may be clear enough to
Mhm.
do that tonight. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be getting cloudy here. I see a few of them moving in. It's supposed to rain here in North Carolina tomorrow and the next day. I think
Oh
about
yeah.
Friday and Saturday. Mm-hmm. Friday and
Old
Saturday.
Old
Pretty good.
Mother Nature's been playing Tourette's with
I know it. Uh-huh. With
one
all
day it was
the hot, cold, hot,
yeah,
cold.
hot,
And,
cold, hot,
mm,
cold. 80 one day, and the next day you're like, well, should I turn the heat on or not?
I know. Or cover up.
Cover it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So, yeah, I was just calling in to see if anybody seen lights or anything around, like around North Carolina.
What part of North
Um,
Carolina?
on, well, I'm in near High Point in Thomasville,
Oh
Lexington
man,
area.
there was a guy. What was his name? Was it Levi?
Mm,
Might have been Levi.
mm, yeah,
He called in about a year ago, actually,
yeah.
and he had missing time from High Point, North
Uh,
Carolina.
yeah. I know I had some too
Well, anyway,
last year.
he was driving
Mm,
down the highway, just had gotten gas and driving down the highway,
yeah,
and he got flashed by a bunch of lights.
but that's me, Edward Natural. Yeah.
Oh my God, man, how you been? I just put that
Okay.
two and
Yeah.
two together
Okay.
there. Oh
Yeah,
shit,
that's
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, that's okay. I know you get a lot of calls. I know, and talk to a lot of people.
Oh yeah. So what came of that after you got flashed by those lights? I have talked
Nothing
about
much.
you off and on
I
for the
just
last year.
yeah, only them. I seen them SUVs for a while, and then after that, I've seen nothing or seen nothing. Uh, it just I seen a low flying light about 2 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I tried to follow it, but it just zipped off. Uh, I got very close to Winston Salem. That's just how far I was following it, and all. But
Wow.
I just got my curiosity up, I guess, of how what happened that night. But so far, everything's been normal. Been
Well,
chasing my grandbabies.
oh man. Well, that could be a hard thing to do, especially you got to that'll make
Mm.
a old man out of you, or make you feel like an old man chasing around grandbabies. That's for sure.
I'm feeling old. I'm feeling older. Well, I think I'd be better off fighting something, a gorilla or something.
A gorilla besides
You
chasing.
never win with them.
How many grandbabies you got chasing around there, buddy?
I got four. One's 7, one's 5, one's 3, and the other one's 2. So I'm chasing the little ones around. It's kind of hard to keep up with.
Wow. Holy
No,
cow.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But I love them all, but whew.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine that you been that age and having that much energy? I just can't imagine
yeah.
that.
Well, I'm sick. I just turned 60 this year, so I'm beginning to feel them old bones, and
Oh
they're
man.
beginning to tell me things.
Yeah.
But mhm.
Yeah.
So I
Put her
thought
in a low.
me and my grandson, we went camping. I think it's several months ago down at Uwharrie here in
Mm-hmm.
North Carolina. Well, it's been several months, and we heard I heard like a coyote hollering and everything, and then all of a sudden, it sounded like a pig was just attacking a pig,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden we didn't hear nothing, and we found a bunch of the coyotes, but no pig. But we didn't. But like there was blood looked like from both of them. So, and I had a friend told me he seen Bigfoot here in what was that? Was Uwharrie River, Uwharrie down
Mm-hmm.
in there,
Mm-hmm.
and he said probably that both of them were fighting, and the Bigfoot just took them both. Because it was the coyote was tore all to pieces. Of course, the pig could have done it too, but like I said, when
You
the
get a
pig
lot.
was like the tracks had just disappeared. It wasn't walking off anywhere.
You got wild pigs over in North Carolina?
Yeah, we do. Over here where I live at in Thomasville, over towards Davis Community College, a guy shot one about 2 months ago.
Hmm.
There's a whole bunch of them over there. They're around any water thing or any food. But
Holy cow.
I've seen one. I've seen one in town here in at near a church where I used to live,
Right.
and I told a guy about it, and he likes to hunt with bow and gun, and he went up there. It was on the property of a church, and there's an old hog, and he was wild as he could be. Had him all tusked and stuff. They had kids there playing on the playground. He asked the preacher could he get rid of it for him. He said, you can't shoot the gun in the city. He said, I'll take a bow, and he got it. He had to call about 4 people to help him put it in the back of the truck. It took him about 4 nights to get everything set up, feeding thing
Mm-hmm.
where mom got it and he set it up and he got it.
Wow.
Yeah, they took it to the church and they had a big beancurd.
A big. No wonder.
So,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I did
yeah.
not. Honestly, I did not know that they had a pig problem over there in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Huh.
A lot of some of the things in Tennessee and stuff
Yeah.
back in years ago, they just turned them out and they just gone everywhere. And we got quite a few here in North Carolina. You can shoot them all year round. There's no season for them. They say if you see them, kill them.
See him, kill him. All right. So you don't have to go grab a
Yeah.
license or anything like that.
Yeah. Me, I'm way as high as things are getting. I'm thinking about I might go hunting a few of them. Get this up. But I just thought I'd call in and talk to you and see how things are going.
Well, buddy, it's going. It's going. I think
Yeah.
since you and I last talked about your
Uh,
missing time, I started writing about my near death experience. So there you go.
uh,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
I've heard you talk about that. That's one thing. I know we're all going to see the Lord when we shut our eyes from here. We just open them up there.
Oh
And
yeah.
and um, well, in some ways, I got more people over there than I do here. My mother, my father, my brother, my sister. Ones I all grew up with. They're all over there waiting on me. So we'll all get there one day.
True. True. Absolutely.
With Jesus' help. With Jesus' help.
10-4.
But,
I got you.
yeah.
All right.
Mm,
Well, buddy, I appreciate you
mm,
calling in yet again. Man, I have talked about you and that experience.
uh,
I'd say probably a
uh,
dozen times or so.
yeah. Yeah. I even wrote it down that couple of weeks later. I even wrote it all down that way, because I couldn't believe it happened to me.
Right.
I started writing on it. Just I'm not a very good writer. I didn't finish school or anything, but I just wanted to have it in case my memory went like my father's.
Mm-hmm.
He had dementia, and my grandmother had dementia, and I think it's just Alzheimer's altogether. But they both left here. Well, one of them left here with the dementia, got him to a broken hip and stuff. But
Oh
that's
yeah.
one reason I wrote it down. No, but I know what you mean. I can't believe it myself in a lot of ways, but it's got me looking up and wondering about things, especially with my grandbabies and all.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay. Well, I'll let you go. I know it's about time for your show to end. So,
Well, Ed, I appreciate you calling in, brother, and I
yeah,
apologize not recognizing who you were. Holy crap!
that's okay.
All right, well,
That's okay.
man,
Okay.
I appreciate you greatly.
Uh, okay. Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
bye.
I'll pray for you.
Well,
Bye.
appreciate it. Pray for you too, buddy. All
Uh,
right, now Edward from over in High Point, North Carolina. If you have not heard about Ed and his missing time, about a year ago, within 20, well, it was within a 24-hour period, he calls into my show, telling the story that he just come from a gas station, driving down the highway, gets flashed by these, I believe, blue lights in the sky, and the next thing he knows, he's 40 miles down the highway, no ticks off the odometer, and no mention of, well, he actually didn't. He did mention this. Nothing off the gas hand. 40 miles down the highway. And I think probably, what was it, 2 hours later? Something like that. High Point, North Carolina. That's just crazy. It's mostly tobacco farms from what I've seen. Just hire some armed guards. Oh, okay. Tobacco farming. There was over in Lee County, Virginia, where I used to work for a hospital that is now defunct. That was either a tobacco farmer or a coal miner, give or take. And then the government kind of nixed all that stuff with tobacco farming and coal, which I don't know. This is my one my one stab at being political. If you like gas prices the way it's going now, what is it, 4 something average, 4.20, 4.30 or whatever? Keep voting the way you've been voting. So that's all I got. Greg says, I got flashed with blue lights and the deputy was nice anyway. Oh, man. Lee County, Virginia. There was a state trooper. I can't remember the dude's name. There was a state trooper that the I was real good friends with one of the ER nurses. And he and I played pranks on him. I don't know why in the hell he didn't arrest us. But the old boy, one night he parked his cruiser in the freaking under the thing, under the ER thing, walked in and started shooting a breeze or whatever. And the way he rotated in, it was didn't seem he they would rotate forward in time from morning shift to evening shift to night shift, and it took about 2 weeks, maybe three. Craig says if you voted for Biden, you owe me gas money. Yep. Oh my God. All they have to do is just allow what? Last political thing. All they have to do is reverse what Biden did the very first day, and gas prices would go down, and a lot of this money crap would be almost instantly fixed. That's just me. That's my last political rant, and that's about it. But the back to the story, we got a wild hair, Tracy and I. This guy that I wonder what he's doing. I have to look him up. Anyway, he and I got a wild hair, and he got some gel, some ECG, not ECG, the shock pal gel, and it was not water based. It was actually petroleum, not petroleum. You can't use petroleum jelly on that. It was silicon based. Now you can't use petroleum jelly on shocking people. That will cause a spark and fire. Poof. Well, anyway, I was watching out while Tracy was getting the silicone gel, and he put it on his windshield wiper blades. And about 2 weeks later, he comes back, the state trooper, after he's like, I want to know which one of you two sons of bitches put that on my freaking windshield or wipers. He said that took forever to get that crap off. So I know it's one of you two boys. Well, let's see. He got me first and he got Tracy second, I think. Yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter which got first, which got second. Well, anyway, in the mornings we knew the shift change when we got off work that the state troopers and the county mounties and all that were going through shift change, so they wouldn't be hitting highways. So we knew that we could pretty well fracture the speed limit going home. Yeah, of course I did, and Tracy did, and a bunch of other people. Well, old boy caught me. I think I was doing 60 and a 45, 65 and a 45, something like that. And he he pulled me over, and I kind of was jovial with him. I said, "What are you doing out this time of night or this time of morning? I thought you'd be on the report." And said you was off duty or some crap like that. And he said, "Man, you can't do this on my roads." I said, "Aren't you supposed to be off duty right now?" He says, "As long as I got this badge on, I can do anything I want. That has to protect these streets, and you're doing some stuff for my streets." Well, anyway, he gave me a started talking to, and he said, "Man, don't do that to my cruiser no more. I'll arrest you on the spot." Well, anyway, I was off for maybe like 2 or 3 days after that, and I come back and I said, "Tracy, you won't believe this." And he said, "Oh, what's his face? I'll grab you too." And I said, "Yep." Apparently, he flipped his blue lights on Tracy. Tracy didn't stop. He just sped up and went home, and then parked his vehicle in his front yard. And he pulled up. He said, "Man, I can arrest you right now and take you to jail." He said, "Well, you knew where I lived. I just went home." He didn't pull over for him, so he got to the thing. But anyway, there you go. That was a when did that happen? Probably about 97, 96, something like that. Wow. Yep, about that time. Interesting. There you go. All right, last call for the alcohol. Last call for the last caller. If you want to be part of the show, 931-994-6917, or you can jump in and grab that link to the, let me pop that in there, to the StreamYard. Man, I had a splinter in my finger earlier today. I dug the thing out, and it's sore as a bull right now. So if you want to pop in or not, or I can sit here and ramble on. Tell you about more of the near-death experience, which today, that's kind of weird, but today I saw where one of the 8 where I had a past life with. I did not know before that. Now, I knew with 2 of the others, but not all 8. And then the 8th, there's 3 of them that I have not met yet. But anyway, there you go. We got a state trooper here that pulled his mom over. You gotta be shitting me. Really? That's cold. That is cold, man. You would think that a state trooper and their mother, and the mother would definitely would have a pass. Yeah. Actually, I've heard some stories where moms and spouses of troopers and county mounties and stuff, they pretty much got minor infractions, got to pass on. He is kinfolk. Yeah, there you go. Uh-oh, I got Sue. Sue's calling in. Sue, wait, hold on just a second, Sue. We'll get you on here. Well, hello, Sue. How is it? Is it calming down with the rain or still raining?
Along the coastline, it's really flooding bad, and some inland.
Well, Lord.
We had a bit of flooding here the other night. Young fella got dragged out of his chute. I was just ringing up to say a quick thank you to you and all the Chasing the Truth family for sending prayers for Australians. A lot of people's going to need it.
Yeah, I will definitely re-up that prayer here in just a few minutes, actually.
Yeah. Enjoying the show, and like I said, thank you again for all your prayers.
Oh, you're much welcome. Thank you for being a part of the chat and praying for everybody and sending out positive thoughts and stuff. That's
well, you got to keep the positive thoughts up there, Shawn. Otherwise,
oh yeah, definitely. What you put in is what you get. If you put out bad vibes or bad thoughts, or people are going to come right back at you with the same thing.
That's so true. So true. Well, I just thought I'd say a quick hello and thank everybody and yourself. Much appreciated.
Oh, God bless you, Sue. Hopefully everything is going all right. And the rain
God
will.
bless you too, Shawn.
Yeah, the rain will hopefully kind of calm down a little bit. But there you go. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sue from the chat. And it took me a while to get her to call in. Now she's calling. God, I love that accent. I love that accent she's got. Roseworthy6 asks, is my writing the indie experience cathartic? Yeah. Absolutely. 89 days ago, when I retell this story real quick. When 89 days ago, I went into started doing meditation and prayer and said, God, I have no direction in my life right now. I honestly, I was about ready to give up everything that has to do with this podcast radio show. I was like, there's nothing in it for me. I'm getting out of it that, but now after I did the prayer thing, and the first time in 4+ years, I finally felt the presence of God once again. And then I got the answers I needed, So once God said, you've got to write this down. Doing the radio show is not enough. Keep the radio show going, keep the podcast going, but you got to write this stuff down. Other people after you pass has to know about it. So how long had you been doing the podcast before this happened? Are we talking about? I've been doing the podcast for a good 4 years now. If DW's in the chat, it wasn't about 4 years ago or 3.5 when we started doing this together. I believe about 3.5, 4 years ago. Yeah, I would say pretty close to 4. I have to go back and look, but I'd been doing this, and the reason I wasn't specific. I guess maybe DW had been after me to do, write the book or do something about the book, and I kind of put it off. Never really thought anything about it, other than when offhandedly mentioned, "Hey, you need to write your book." Okay, big deal. Sorry about that, James, but man. It wasn't in my wheelhouse to do it until I did that prayer. And as soon as I meant, hey, I will do this for you, for God. And that was like an extension of the promise I gave God to come back. Well, that's actually, it kind of helps me have the ability to fulfill that promise. I was with DW for about a year before you started with him. Yeah, okay. Was that about 4 years ago then, Greg? So five for you, four for me. Yeah, we're hell, 4 or 5 years, 5 for Greg and 4 for me. No big deal. But anyway, let's see. We got what's a Skype deal here? Let's see. Well, I thought I had a text message on Skype, but it doesn't look like it. Hmm. A little Skype thing bounced up and down. It might have been where I took it over there and stay here. Okay. Anyway, there you go. Pretty close. 4 years, give or take. So yeah. Hey, Jean Paul, what's up, buddy? So 89 days ago, did this. It has literally. Oh, Beacon sent me a text. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Where is it? It says I got hold of something, but now I can't find it. Hold on just a second. Let me look over here on chats. Well, whatever. Where's my freaking phone? Hello, phone. Give me just a second, folks. I gotta stick my head in a corner here. Let's see. Sent me a text. Let's see. Text. Well, there's the little one thing there. Aha! Yes, I did get that text there. Let's see. Regarding the power of prayer, my daughter was in a coma for 100 days. Every single time that she was prayed with, lay on hands, all of her monitored vitals improved. Well, there you go, Beacon. I absolutely believe in the power of prayer. And if you want to go, I'm not that big on science. Everybody sticks well, it's science. Well, they really don't know what the shit's behind the science. That's their whole science proves this, and they don't really know what the science is behind it. But if you go look up the power of prayer versus, healing, positive thoughts, there's many studies that prayer affects other people in the positive change. And you can go look at hospital. I've read so many, probably a dozen or so studies back in the day when I actually read. I consumed science. Science even admits science doesn't have all that. Well, science to me, if you from a medical standpoint, is by and far biased. Biased by who was the person or entity behind the money, had the money strings. One thing that I got through pretty damn quick when I read scientific studies, I learned to find out, if it was a highly suggested, hey, you got to read this scientific study on this. Jump to the back of the page where it says the money, the grant, the whatever came from this entity. Then I figured out, well, this particular study is going to be biased because this was a drug company or this was a, by scientist. And here's another thing. And I know this will probably jump all over everybody. I am not that big on ADHD, which I know that's out there for little kids. And actually, my grandnephew just got diagnosed with them. But the the norm is to try to get them on some sort of medication instead of working with them and try to find the core cause of why they have attention deficit problems. And by and large, if they actually did do these studies, the studies that I had on hand when I did, I tried to get one school system. I actually did go through and done a ton of talks. I had a great crack team of multidisciplinary folks from all walks of every kind of outpatient service line that you could probably get a hold of, from sleep lab to drug therapy to you name it. ADHD, by and large, is misdiagnosed. It's, you know, overall ADHD has the same symptoms across the board, but what the core cause is probably something really simple to fix, like sleep apnea in young kids. With adults with sleep apnea, which I've given this talk so many times I could probably quote, but I'm not going to quote the numbers or any crap like that because why not? Reasons. ADHD in adults presents as sleepy adults, irritated adults. In kids, exact opposite. They're bouncing off the freaking walls. Same diagnosis as ADHD. Even prepubescent diabetes, stunted growth, all linked to undiagnosed, untreated sleep apnea. It's kind of hard to think about that, but yeah, it is. I had tons of studies. Actually, I had a thumb drive with all that crap on it. I wonder where the hell that is. Anyway, developed a program, worked with a Northeast Tennessee school board president. His name was Dr. Yanni. And we almost got that thing in. It had been one of a kind for the United States to reevaluate, redevelop, start from scratch and put something significant in other than, well, this kid's acting out in class. Okay. Why? Well, just don't say, okay, we know this drug therapy works or this works, and not look for the core cause of why this kid has some problem. So. Yeah, Donnie, I absolutely believe that, without a doubt. The first two teacher meetings I went to have an open discussion of why we were trying to redesign. Well, actually, we did redesign it. I don't want to go through that. All I have to do is, go to the parents and say, "Hey, this kid is acting out in class. Can you get them on Ritalin or whatever, tailor make drug to get them off?" And what happens with Ritalin with the people, with these little kids, it calms them down. You give the Ritalin to an adult, they're bouncing off the walls. Kind of weird, but yeah, I have no problems with the kids being tested for ADHD and being treated for ADHD. I just think that they treat the symptoms as a whole and don't look at why they have those symptoms. And I can honestly tell you, if you go out there and research it, you will probably find absolutely zilch. We as a team spent 6 months looking for, hey, has anybody really went down the ADHD gambit? Find out why so many kids are having this diagnosis and what they actually are trying to find a core cause for it. And no, they didn't. There were some institutes like up in Kentucky had a very robust pediatric sleep program. And anytime that the kid wound up with ADHD, they sent these kids to the sleep clinic. Sleep clinics for kids is regional. There's rarely having any sleep labs for kids exclusively. But up in Kentucky, there was one that even from my area in Northeast Tennessee went up there, or they went to, I think, Knoxville. Might have had a sleep clinic, and I tried to develop a kid sleep clinic at at one of my sleep labs I was over. So, but that being said, push come to shove, the doctor I was working for that particular school board kind of got pushed out, and another one was installed, and all of a sudden that program that we spent 11 months on developing outdoor, it would have been fantastic. But there you go. All right, folks. So we're about 7 minutes on top of the hour, or past the top of the hour. I'll stay on for another 5 minutes, give or take. If you want to call in, 931-994-6917. Thank you for the call there, Sue. I appreciate it. But I've got off my soapbox for kids being misdiagnosed. My belief system from a medical standpoint for kids, keep them off the freaking drugs unless they absolutely need it. Actually, I knew a pediatric psychologist very well, worked with her, and that's one of the reasons why I was trying to install a pediatric sleep clinic at one of my sleep labs, was because of her. And she was fantastic. She absolutely, anytime a teacher would say, hey, I would like to have this kid on XYZ drug, like AKA Ritalin or whatever. Now, that being said, I'm not an advocate, not trying to say, hey, don't go do this. If you got a kid that's got these symptoms, go see your doctor, period. Follow your doctor's advice. But, in the developmental stage, as you're going through your life, first, up into your early 20s, you're still developing. Your brain is still developing up into your mid 20s. The less drugs you got to be on in that particular time, the more well developed that you will be. That's my personal opinion, but hey, that's it. But if you've got any problems, whether it's mental, psychological, you've got diabetes, high blood pressure, or whatever at any stage of your life, no matter what age you are, go see a freaking doctor. Good Lord, don't listen to some old dude that that does a podcast about paranormal, supernatural, and talks about near-death experiences, and get your medical advice from me. That ain't worth it. So, but I definitely do suggest anytime, make sure any way, shape, form, or fashion, if you get any medical advice, even from a professional, research it. Holy cow. Research it. They don't want a cure. You can only make money off the sick people. First time I went aha on that, I proved that to myself. As at the highest level that I was at regional level, I had several meetings. Most of the meetings I was ever in, I was like, well, the only thing we got accomplished was nothing but scheduling for the next meeting. And that was it. And I'm like, oh, hell, I should have never been here. I drove for this fucking meeting. But But a couple meetings like I had with drug reps and some biomed guys, the bent piece of metal guys. You got a life expectancy, shelf life from your Medicare, whatever. You got X amount of dollars throughout your life that they expect that they're going to pay, but by and large, you're going to get majority of that expenditure at the end of your life. So what happens is they wound up midnight amongst monsters. Hey, brother, what's going on? But at the end, fifth of your life, that's the most expenditure. So what they try to do is figure out, how do we curtail spending X amount of dollars for, end of life expenditures. You know, you generally get into a lot more drugs and bent pieces of metal and DME, durable medical equipment stuff, and all that kind of junk at the end of your life. So they try to figure out how do we offset that in the thing. They hadn't figured it out, which we figured out. If you offset all that expenditure and start spending money at the first part of your life to figure out, hey, what do you have? In your early years, in your teenage years, what do you have that we could offset? If you got untreated sleep apnea, for instance, and you treat that, you offset a bunch of stuff. You could offset diabetes. That's the big, major, number one thing. Heart disease. Pulmonary hypertension. That's another biggie that nobody really hears about and don't really understand. If you can offset that, that's a lot of expenditure down the road. You may spend a little bit more than the average bear at the first of it, but by and large, at the end of the lifespan, you're not. You pretty well got everything fixed and under control, so to speak. But nobody does that. Nobody really thinks about that. But anyway, that's about it. I think I've spoke for about 5 minutes. About 2 more minutes, but what we'll do right now. Hey, there is Arlene. Hey, what's going on, Arlene? Sorry that you got me at the end of this thing. What did you get your mother to smile about today, or did you get her to actually laugh today about? There, Arlene. I've been saying prayers for you and your mother. So, holy cow. I can also okay. Here's one thing. I had a family member, not my sister or my mom or anything like that. She may be listening, but I'm not talking about you if you're listening. I am, but I'm not going to mention who you are. She wound up having stroke symptoms with a droopy face, that whole thing right there. And she, I didn't know anything about it till like midday today. And holy cow, she calls me, and I don't know what's up with her, but anyway. Ooh. So anyway, I get this call midday, and Bell's palsy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. For whatever reason, I just get Bell's palsy. It's caused by a virus. That's scary to look at, scary to think about until you get diagnosed, and it's still scary. Like, okay, well, my face is numb and looks a little, weird. But steroids and stuff like that, definitely get checked out. But she calls, and I was like, "Holy cow, you all right?" "Yeah, I'm in the emergency room. Just broke my freaking phone." I was like, "You're in the emergency room because you have stroke symptoms and you're complaining about a fucking phone?" Okay. Well, anyway, turns out Bell's palsy, everything checked out. Good vitals, nothing on the MRI, all that kind of. Thank God. But there you go. She winds up at my house probably about an hour and a half later. And let's see. She come to drop off Tupperware containers at my house. I said, "Didn't you just get out of the emergency room? Why in the hell are you bringing me Tupperware containers?" "Well, you can give it to your sister if you don't want them or whatever." I was like, "All right, well, at least you're all right, so that's good." So anyway, long story short, She's okay, and the power of prayer worked. As soon as I heard that she had was an ER, I said, "Dear God, please, Father, please, work your miracles on this one." And the power of prayer worked. That's all I can tell you. But that's about it. So what we're going to do is go to iamdarkwaters.com, and I got junk in my eye on construction job and got Bell's palsy. That is wild. Anyway, let's say a prayer, then I'll drop all the stuff that I need to for the show stuff. All right, folks. Here's the closing prayer. Lord Jesus Christ, in your love and mercy, establish a perimeter of protection around us, all of us, and all our loved ones. Those who pray for us and their loved ones. May the holy angels guard us and our possessions, establishing a perimeter of prayer and a perimeter of protection around us, rendering us immune from any kind of demonic influence. I ask that no demonic bondage, door, demonic entity, portal, astral projection, or disembodied spirit may enter this space of 100 yards in all directions from us. I ask that any demons within this vicinity or any that should try to enter here be rendered deaf, dumb, and blind, that thou would strip them of all weapons, armor, power, illusions, and authority, that thou would bind, rebuke, and disable them from communicating, interacting with each other in any way. Remove them, sending them directly to the foot of thy cross, Jesus, Son of the Most High. I ask this in thy glorious and most holy name. Please, dear God, send your angels of mercy to anybody that is in need, body, mind, and spirit, that is hurting, sick, that just don't know how to go anymore. Send your angels of mercy to Australia, where Sue is living, and around that are enduring floods right now. Bless everybody's household. Keep them safe. That is listening to my podcast now or later. Bless them. Keep them safe and sound. In Jesus Christ's name, I pray. Amen. All right, folks. That's about it. Go to iamdarkwaters.com. And on Paranormal Highway, it just popped in his YouTube channel. Go over there too. Flat Rock, appreciate it, buddy. Definitely drop your link there, Flat Rock. He usually puts in some stuff that's going on in his backyard. iamdarkwaters.com, and go over there and subscribe. You think you get wowed with a few of these stories that DW's dropped? Over there at iamdarkwaters.com will blow you off the map. And there's a lot of stuff that's coming down the pike, and I can't say anything about, but the old boy's been working overtime, is all I can tell you. So, thanks there, Rose Worthy. Crystal, be kind. That was a great story, by the way, about the prayer changing your daughter's vital signs. That is amazing. I absolutely believe it. I've seen it happen in my professional life as a respiratory therapist. Seen prayer just work wonders. Amazing. But you can reach me at Shawn G at iamdarkwaters.com, SHAWNG at iamdarkwaters.com. Go and email me as much as you want to, except for the, no big deal. You can also reach me at 931-994-6917. I actually answer that, but not in the middle of the night. I'll just ignore you. You can text me at that number too. Be aware, if I don't respond to your text message, don't get upset about it, because it cost me 11 cents to send you a text message back through the Skype thing. I don't know why. I got a subscription there to do unlimited calls, which that's why I do this show with text messages. And I get them all day long, all freaking day long, which sometimes I get quite a few. But if I see a text message that I want to actually know a little bit more about or talk to you, I will pick up the phone and call you. So if you want to send me a text message, great. 931-994-6917, iamdarkwaters.com. Run over there. Fringe.fm, if you like this kind of stuff that I'm doing right now. Over on Fringe and Saturday nights, I do 7 to 9 p.m. Central. Over on our Dark Waters channel, Fringe.fm. Fantastic folks over there. But God bless y'all. Love you, mean it, that kind of stuff. And keep it between the mayonnaise and the mustard, folks. And I'm out here.